Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of the Rites of Man mod for Napoleon Total War. This mod changes many things, adds much, and reskins many units, and well, makes the campaign and the overall game itself far more entertaining and realistic and fun to play. The layout of the campaign that this starts in is, I believe, September 1812. France has already began the invasion of Russia and is so far successful. They already have an army fighting against the Duke of Wellington in the Spanish Peninsula, and they already control much of Europe. Prussia and Austria are all but neutralized by the French, and the coalition is crumbling, with only Russia and the United Kingdom as the only real opposition to the French rule. I will be playing as the French, and you will see me taking control of Russia, and my long-term goal, destroying the British and the British Isles. Now let's begin. Oh, wrong thing. Campaign of 1812. Now let's see. Pick France. Set the battle difficulty to hard to give me at least a chance of losing. And start game. Now let me get into what this mod does. This mod, like I said, adds and changes a lot, and as you can see right here, the loading menu is different. It's changed to a rather valiant looking artwork of some what looks to be French old guard making a last ditch effort against possibly British. And yeah, this mod adds a lot more new units, retextures a lot, and like I said, this makes the campaign all around fun. As you may notice, compared to the normal Napoleon Total War, France has far more provinces and controls most of Spain, except Portugal and this place down to the far south. They control most all of Italy except Sicily, and Corsica is under control except Sardinia. It belongs to an independent republic. I'm allied with the Swiss and the Italians, but I don't have a feeling that they will not do much. I have at peace with Austria. After prequel to this, Napoleon fought a war against Austria and was successful, which made the Austria stay at peace for what I believe the rest of the Napoleonic Wars. Prussia is also out of the war. I've taken most of their land, and they're basically a shadow of their former self. Denmark and Sweden to the north don't seem to be much of a problem, even though I'm at war with... Actually, I'm at war with Denmark and... no, I'm at peace with Denmark and at war with Sweden. I have multiple armies and staging the famous offensive into Russia. My goal is to take Moscow over here. And I have an army under Napoleon and all the other big generals under his command. It says two 10-unit armies right here taking Minsk, as well as the Grand Army under Napoleon with much of my elite units and artillery. And my goal is to take Moscow with this army, or at least these armies right here, once I secure Minsk and my other settlement right here of Vilnius, Lithuania. Now, to make sure all the scripts set in and all that stuff that makes the mod work, I can't do anything the first turn, so I'll just end the turn. And a lot of factions were taken out because of this mod, because as you can see, France has conquered a lot of Europe, so that means many factions are not present, because they're under my control or other countries' control. Let's see. Mission, capture Moscow, all the way over there. Alright, and now since it seems all the scripts are settled in and everything, I can begin my battles. Let's see. I will be taking this battle in my video, but I just want to review a little bit more of my situation. Let's see, let's head over to Spain over here. I have a sizable force in Madrid and there's an army under the Duke of Wellington in Libsyn. And my goal is to smash that army so I can take Libsyn and soon thereafter take this place, which is poorly defended. So I can't go just yet. So I want to get some light infantry and some Spanish line, and that should be good. That should be enough to destroy Wellington. And let's see. I shall order Napoleon to march on Gubernia. I'm gonna have a horrible time pronouncing all these Eastern European places. Now let's see. This place looks like it's already under control. I won't even really need to fight a battle here. I'll just demand surrender, because if their enemy is hopelessly outnumbered and all these men are just garrisons, so I won't have to face them later on. Let's see. Not a shot was fired. That's no fun, but I'll leave a garrison or recruit some locals. And let's see, who shall I leave? I think I'll leave the Westphalian and a normal unit of Fusiliers here. That's enough. Actually, no. I accidentally kept my whole army there. Let's see, that's enough. I think I'll just exempt this region from tax for the short term, so they stay happy. And now with this army, I shall take Gubernia, while I send the Grand Army to take Moscow. Prussia trade agreement. Their demands give technology privateers. No thank you. Wait, did I just accept? Why does everyone want privateers? What's so important? These are landlocked countries I'm talking to. Why would they need privateers? I'll be surprised that I must reject. Well, whatever. I could crush both you guys if I wanted to, and I'll get to that, so just stay quiet. Let's see. Send the army under Louis Nicolas de Vout. Take that to take there. Well, I will bypass that. Actually, it doesn't look like I can bypass it. Oh well. I will also send the Grand Army to take this settlement. Okay, good defense. Now let's begin. Let's see, my odds are... I'd say my odds are 80% in my favor, because these are just normal musketeers, militia, and some artillery. The only thing I'm really worrying about is that Grand Battery. If they can get some shots onto my cavalry, it could be devastating. But luckily I have a Grand Battery of myself, along with some howitzers and artillerie de pied de la Juanas Garde, which I think is artillery guard. And I shall fight the battle. It is your attitude and suspicion that you are maturating the boldest designs against him that impose on your enemy. Good words of wisdom, Frederick II, the great king of Prussia. Now let's see. I'm not really fond of close quarter siege battles, but no matter. That was for sure taking a while. Probably because 2 armies of 20 units or so. And I'm not sure, but I think the Russians may, in each unit, may have more than the French, because such a large country and many of the soldiers are merely peasants. the Battle of Smolensk, 1812. I can just see it now. Glorious French victory of the Grand Army. So now the battle has begun. Well, not begun just yet. I need to set up deployment. Let's see, I'm definitely going to need to take this hill, because if the Russians can get this slope and fire on me, it could really not be nice. And I think I'll set up my artillery on the right flank, because that's where seems to be the least amount of obstruction. Set them up around here where this crater is right there. When I go and it disappears. And keep my guard chasseurs, which is basically the old guard light infantry. And I shall keep them here to guard my cannons against cavalry. So I shall make a group of that. And now I need to deploy my main battle line. Put light infantry and skirmishers on my flanks, just as another precaution against cavalry, because I can't remember the loading screen, but I believe the enemy had a lot of cavalry. So I shall split my cavalry force into 2 parts, 1 on each flank. Shall put Napoleon behind the battle line to strengthen their resolve. And, yeah, everything looks fine. Just prepare to make my first order as quickly as possible. And begin! Oh goodness. Looks like some Jaggers are already there. Luckily, they should be out of range of the rest of them. Wait a minute, what's this? Massed Cossack Cavalry. Oh geez, that's 102. And a 90 right here. This could be a problem. I hope my guard chasseurs would be able to hold off them while I set up my artillery. Oh, there. Should tell my skirmishers to get in that building right there. Actually, I think I'll try to keep these guys out of trouble, because these are some nice cavalry, and I don't want to take this artillery, but the artillery could fire on them. Well, but then again, these are militia, and they can't form square or, well, do much of anything. So I'll think about it. Wait a minute, but this is just too much of an opportunity. These guys are rushing ahead. What the? These cannons going ramming speed into my skirmishers? I can't take that. That's unnecessary. What is this? Now let's see, the AI isn't really that smart in this mod. That's just running their general in right here, running their artillery and ramming speed against my lines. But then again, I guess that could be a good idea. Wipe out like half my line by charging some unlimbered horses into there. Brilliant. But uh-oh. What is this? Get in! Oh, that's it. You don't want to get in? Oh, fine. Go clean your room. Oh, now you don't want to take any orders, huh? Oh. Okay, that's better. Now you at least want to move.
Now they must break.
And as expected, their enemy general is dead. Looks like they might have had a little trouble with my old guard, which actually took surprisingly a fair amount of casualties. Now I best clear my cavalry out of here to make room for my artillery. Actually, I think this would be a really nice spot.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
And as you may notice, this is one of the sub-mods for the mod, where they have realistically battlefield smoke. Actually, I couldn't really say if this is realistic or not, because, well, I wasn't there, but I just know is these muskets and thousands of men will be firing them, put up a lot of smoke. So it might get kind of hard to see. Move these men up just a little bit. So I at least can get an even ground on here. You guys as well. Okay, that's it. Shall rain shells upon them. Now is the time to strike with these guys. Oh, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna put this in slow motion, just to see the epicness. Oh yes. Aw, none of them flew in the air. Like, that's something that would happen in medieval and Rome a lot. When you hit someone with like a Mach 10 cavalry charge, they'd fly up in the air. There goes the Russian left flank. Let's see. Now what should I fire with my artillery on first? How about these massed Cossack cavalry? These guys could be trouble. Yeah, these guys are gone. That artillery really messed these guys up. See, now it looks like the Russian line is faltering. Just need to put up this amount of fire for a couple more minutes, and then the day should be mine. This is the Russians gonna charge? Oh, well, it looks like it. Actually, no, they're just gonna set up their battle line super close to me for some reason. Sorry if it gets low FPS while in the thick of it. All this fire and smoke going on, not the best for FPS. Oh, but it's this lifeguards, eh? Hope these guys don't go in the square. Oh, what's this? Are they? Nope. Not even the mighty Russian lifeguards can stand up to the Grand Army's cavalry. Now it'd be time to move up and shoot some pot shots at these stragglers. Now I think I'm just going to keep this cavalry on the sidelines for a second because these guys are getting awfully tired. And I want to only use these guys when the opportunity arises. And the opportunity has arisen. Actually no, these guys after the battle's over, they just fade away, so they wouldn't be a problem in the future. If I was fighting just a normal land battle, that'd be different.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Now maybe I can somewhat encircle these guys. Now these are the coolest looking Russian guys in my opinion. They, for some reason, I don't know why, remind me of clowns. Maybe it's something to do with their hats. But these are the really cool looking Russians. Because something that, how I judge a faction most of the time is not by their skill at arms or by what units they have, is how cool their units look. And, well, the Russian units aren't that bad, but they're nice. Whereas with the French are just really cool looking. Victory. Whew. End of battle. Heroic victory. Well, I could believe that. I pretty much wiped out one of Russia's largest big cities besides Moscow, and took, well, most of my units that started with over 100 still have over 100. So it'd be nice to see the unit stats. But yeah, in my grand scheme of things, once I take Moscow, what I want to do is maybe I can persuade Russia into a peace, so just to keep them off my back, so I could focus on taking Spain, just continuing my war with the British, until I could eventually just take the British Isles, and then after that I can focus on Russia and Austria and Prussia, and all of that. Okay. Looks like Napoleon might not be able to take place in the Battle of Moscow. Actually, I think I'll just switch generals. Take him out, put him in here. And just do a switcheroo, give me the better units. Well, I'll have to do that next turn, because these guys don't seem to have much stamina left in them. And, well, yeah, in my next video, you're gonna see me taking Libsyn and whatever this guy is, and just continuing my war with the British with increased ferocity. Basically take Spain, move down from Italy to take Palermo and Sicily, and after that just take any offshore British possessions, and then eventually take Ireland and use that as a staging point to take Scotland and then Wales, because I want to leave London for last until I have a full mid-condition 20 unit army, because it's really hard to maintain taking enemies' capitals because the citizens almost always make an up revolt, and that can consist of 2 armies of 20 units with really nice experience, so those things are always tricky to handle. So I like to leave factions' capitals for last. except Moscow in this case. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this, leave any constructive criticism if you didn't. And check out my other videos, and if you like, please subscribe. That's always nice, and you can get updates on the next time I make a video. So, thank you, and as always, have a nice day.